It has been uncovered that the Biden administration officials injected political interference into the CDC's school reopening guidance in 2021. Documents and testimony prove that, contrary to the CDC's longstanding practice of keeping draft guidance documents confidential, senior agency officials, including the CDC director herself, shared secretly those draft documents of school guidance with the American Federation of Teachers, a political union with no scientific expertise, but with a history of donating tens of millions of dollars to Democrat campaigns. After reviewing the draft, the union staff asked Director Walensky to install a trigger, as they put it, in the guidance to make it easier for union bosses to shut down schools. The CDC obliged. They went along with the union boss's request by changing the science. And what happened? Thousands of schools across the country remained closed throughout the 2020 and 2021 school year. The damaging edits by union bosses effectively locked millions of children out of their classrooms, causing serious long-term academic and mental harm to millions of children. And this has been well documented too. The science has been very clear, the damage done to our young children by shutting down schools, because in part, the CDC threw out the science and catered to the wishes of union bosses. On February 18th of 2022, committee staff interviewed Dr. Henry Walk, a career CDC scientist and medical doctor. Dr. Walk testified this level of coordination between the CDC and an outside organization was, quote, uncommon. In fact, according to Dr. Walk, the CDC does not typically share advanced draft guidance outside the agency for any reason, even with other federal partners. This was reaffirmed during a staff level briefing with the CDC on March 2nd of 2022. This is political interference with the science, plain and simple. The Biden administration abandoned medical science and replaced it with political science, all to give one of their largest donors unprecedented influence, which ended up harming millions of young children in the process. This happened despite the fact that we learned way back in the summer of 2020 that many schools did follow the science and safely reopened. The evidence is clear. Keeping schools closed harmed kids. Now we can see that student learning loss due to remote or hybrid learning is astronomical. In addition, the impact on their social and emotional well-being is incredibly alarming as well. The child suicide rates are surging, and the Surgeon General has declared a youth mental health crisis. This is just one example of how President Biden has failed to follow the science relating to COVID.